Hello, I'm Jubin with Dana Legal Services, and in today's video we're going to talk specifically about copyrights and how do you go about addressing someone that you feel like is stealing your written text, your images, things you posted on the web in terms of content, and how do you deal with that? The most important thing, the most important mistake to avoid is not being able to prove when you did the copyrighted work or when you created it. So the number one mistake that people make is they can't prove when they did it. All they can do is say, hey, I have this file, I saved it on my computer on this date. Great. As we all know, dates of a computer can be manipulated. So I can make something today, but make my computer look like it saved the file 2 years ago. Yes, there are ways to prevent that. Yes, there are these different kinds of things. The point I'm making is this: that's not a reliable way. What about if I, wrote it in my journal and put a date on it? Again, not a reliable date. What about when I emailed it to someone? That might be a reliable date, but again, I know email servers and things, the dates can be manipulated and changed. What about if I send it via FedEx? Would that give a date? Yeah, that's a date, that's reliable, but again, it's not a date that's controlled by a government entity, so again, that becomes questionable. The most reliable way to prove the date you created something is to have a postmark from the US Post Office. So you take it, put a stamp on it, and mail it to you, and whatever is the cancellation date, that's at least a date by which that thing was created. Whatever's in the envelope existed as of that date. And that's what I often tell my clients to do. Take your copyrighted work and print it out. Whether it's a picture, whether it's a user manual, whether it's a website design, anything. Just print it out. Put it in an envelope and mail it to yourself. Don't open the envelope. Keep it in a safe place. And on the outside of the envelope, on the back, maybe write a note that tells you what's in the envelope. So if you ever need to, and let's say you did this 30 times, you would know what's in each of those 30 envelopes. So then you can mail that to yourself. You have it as a way of proving the date. Of course, the envelope has to be sealed. You can't open the envelope because then it becomes questionable. And that's why I advise people, maybe instead of sending one copy to yourself in one envelope, send 3 copies in 3 separate envelopes to yourself and just keep it in a safe place. That way, if there's ever a question, which is the most important thing around copyrights, around the date in which something was created, you at least have a date that is by the US Post Office, which is unquestionable in its authenticity. Now, there is another way to protect yourself in terms of copyrights, and that is to register your work, whether it's, again, a user's manual, a technical document, pictures, a website design, whatever it is. You can register that with the Library of Congress and get an actual registration for it. Once you have that registration, that's proof of date, that's valid. It also has the thing that is being copyrighted or protected. Now, copyrights attach automatically. You don't have to do any of this registration. You don't have to do any of these things. However, the challenge always becomes proving when you created the copyright. So that's why I suggest, mailing it to yourself or registering it as a copyright document. I'm Jubin Dana. Bring us your facts. Explain to us what your situation is. We'll be happy to do a free consult with you to explain to you your options, what are the actions that need to be taken, and then you can take it from there. Here's my contact info. You can reach us here, and we look forward to talking to you. Take care.